Okay, so for our last example, we're going to list all possible rational zeros first. I wanted to do this one because P happens to be a big number with a lot of factors. And then we'll divide it by Q. And then after that, from the graph on your calculator, we'll determine which ones are the actual solutions. All right? And then you'll be able to check them if you really wanted to using synthetic division and making sure you got a remainder of 0. Okay, so let's take a look. To find all possible, remember it's possible, not the actual, possible rational zeros are plus or minus P over plus or minus Q. In this case, I have plus or minus 12 over plus or minus 2. So what are the factors of 12? Here we go. Plus or minus 1, plus or minus 2, plus or minus 3, plus or minus 4, plus or minus 6, plus or minus 12 are all factors of 12. Divided by the factors of 2, plus or minus 1 and plus or minus 2. Let's divide. I'm going to do all the tops divided by 1. If I do that, I will get plus or minus 1, plus or minus 2, plus or minus 3, plus or minus 4, plus or minus 6, and plus or minus 12. Those are all the ones divided by 1. And now let's divide by 2. Plus or minus 1 divided by 2 is plus or minus 1/2. Divided by 2, plus or minus 2 divided by plus or minus 2 is 1. I don't need that one again. Then I got 3 over 2, so plus or minus 3 over 2. 4 over 2 is 2. I don't need that again. 6 over 2 is 3. I don't need that again. And 12 over 2 is 6. So these are all my possible rational zeros. Now I went ahead and put the equation into decimals. You should pause, put it in your calculator, and go see if you can find the real zeros. Here's what I got in decimals. So I put the equation in there. Notice it's the same. Same equation, same function. And in the graph, you can see here are my zeros. And let's check. I kind of left this at the bottom so you can see this. There you go. So here's all my zeros. Negative 1.5 comma 0. That is negative 3 over 2. You can see that that's an option. If I put negative 3 over 2 into synthetic division, I would get a remainder of 0. Let's do it again. Negative 1, 0. That's an option. It's right there. 1 comma 0. Again, that's an option. 4 comma 0. Definitely that's an option. Now, if you put all of those, use those as zeros into synthetic division, you will get a remainder of 0. Go ahead and try it. See if you get a remainder of 0. Maybe try 4. Box off 4. Use your coefficients 2, negative 5, negative 14, 5, and 12, and just see if you get a remainder of 0. If you get a remainder of 0, you are doing everything correctly. Let us know, me or Miss Zara, this is Mr. Hall. Let us know if you guys have any further questions. You guys should be adding to your video notes just by what you hear from us in class, or ask any additional. You should write down questions or anything that you have so we can clear them up for you so that you have those notes ready to go for you when you take the tests.